This is Stacia, and we're going to take a look at um, a rapid game that I played on leechess.org. And I thought it was fairly interesting. I actually won in 28 moves, though, so my opponent certainly made some mistakes. But let's have a look and see what we think about this. So d4, and I thought, hey, it's a 10-5 rapid game. I'll try a different opening. So I played knight f6, and they went c4, and I went ahead and played c5, trying to get a Benko gambit. I used to play this quite a bit, but I haven't for a couple years maybe. Okay, so we get a Benko gambit, b3, and I played this move queen a5 check, which is, I don't think a good move, but it's a little bit of a pet line of mine because there can be some tricks and traps with this. And because the idea that I have, which is not very good, is that we're trying to lure the bishop to d2. I'll just play b4. And then, but really, I think white can just go like this now because the bishop belongs on b2. I'm going to go g6, bishop g7, and it belongs there to challenge my bishop. They can support it with queen c2. And anyway, let's see if I'm right. Yeah, bishop c1, according to the engine. I would probably play g6. Yeah, and then they bishop e2. So this is very counterintuitive, though, which is part of why I like this line. Because it's like, why would you move your bishop 3 times in the opening, right? But it turns out that my queen is also misplaced. I'll have to move my queen away, too. So, all right. I'll turn that back off. And, okay, so after this, b4. And they played a3. I'm guessing this is a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, computer likes black a little bit already because a3 doesn't do anything, at least not yet. If they want to take the pawn, I take their rook. So I just continue with development. g6, queen c2, preparing probably rook e2. And bishop g7. And already here, I'm thinking about things like knight takes d5 because it will open up on the rook. But I also have to tell you that even if you can play that move, it's not always the best because your dark squares can become extremely weak and the bishop could just come into h6. And if that queen, makes it over here, it gets very difficult. I've lost games that way. But okay, rook a2. Yeah, and I chose knight a6. This is the first position where I really had to think what to do. I looked at this move and I thought this doesn't really make any sense. I don't think it does anything at all. Right, so yeah, the idea is to maybe put the bishop here, but I don't think that does anything at all, right? Like, this is nothing. They just take, and it's terrible. So, yeah. Anyway, I just know that I've played this so many times. Not in this position, though. Okay, but here we could choose to just castle. I think we could choose... Well, actually, if we just castle, I was worried about this move because that is a problem, right? I don't think we want to play like this. Like, even if we go queen b6, they can even do this. Now we just moved our queen, like, way too many times. Like, 1, 2, 3. And the queen doesn't belong here either. The knight does. But it's also not stable, so this is probably losing. Yeah, white's better. Okay, so I didn't like that, so I thought I should deal with that, and I did with knight a6. I want to see if that's the best move. Ooh, it likes it. Okay. It also does like queen b6. I thought about this, but I thought here... Okay, I think the point of this is to then get the knight into c5. I remember John Bartholomew told me, I had a couple lessons with him a few years ago now, but he told me that in this structure, if you can get the knight to c5, you can still be fine. So I think that's what the computer is doing. Yeah, and guess what? I see knight c5 in the line. Yeah, knight a6 here, going for knight c5. So he was totally right. Computer engine is giving it even. Okay. So yeah, knight a6, part of the idea is to possibly play that at some point, but also protect the pawn. Now I thought if they take, which they probably did. Oh, they did not. I thought if they take here, I was going to play queen b6, and if they take here, I go like this. And then I thought if they play like this, I should have options here because they're not developing. So even knight e4, I thought, and yeah, computer agrees. Knight c to e4, white's slightly better. But I feel like white's going to be harder to play now because I'm going to get coordinated and white's going to have to worry about dealing with my threats after that. Okay, so anyway, knight f3. Now I came up with a cool idea. I thought d6 is an interesting move because here's the thing. I think white really wants to play e4, and it's protected, so that it looks like they can play e4. So I was a little worried about this. So if I just do something like castle, I think e4 will come, and I'm not sure I want this. I don't think that I do. And then probably the bishop can just move again and become a good piece. So I guess, yeah, black's slightly better, but okay. I came up with a different idea, so let's see what the computer thinks. I played d6, and I have a very specific idea. My idea was to stop e4, because I thought, this does happen by the way, I thought after e4, I could play knight takes e4, and if they take with the queen, now I have this, and I gave up my knight, but I'm going to get it back, and they could play something like here, but then I take, now I'm on the rook, and by the way, I think the rook's trapped. So I calculated this during the game. I think I'm right, but I'll use the engine now. Wow, yeah, black's winning. Okay, so pretty happy with this calculation. So I felt like e4 is not an option here. Computer agrees. It wants e3, believes me. Okay, it also likes a takes b4, which I also thought could be played here. Okay, but my opponent did go for this, so this might be a mistake. Yeah, wow, it's like a blunder almost. I mean, maybe it is a blunder. Interesting. So, yeah, knight takes c4, right? Yeah, wow. Okay, so I like the way I played this. I played it kind of tricky and kind of accurately. So he went a4, which I don't understand at all. Just closing the queen side, but I feel like that favors me, if anyone. Let's see what the engine says. Yeah, it agrees with me. So, okay. a4. Yeah, now I get knight c3. So why would I play this move? Well, the idea behind this move is that he can't really take with this knight, but I'm also attacking the rook, so it comes with tempo. Opening up my bishop, and yeah, this looks good. I just want to see if it's the best move. It is. All right. I think I played a pretty good game here. So after a4, knight c3, I thought if he takes, which he did, I can take with a pawn here. Comes with tempo on the bishop. Now when that bishop moves away, which I thought it should, in the game he just blundered. But I thought he should just move his bishop away. Let's see. What would be a good place for it? Let's just say here. I don't know if this is best or not, but if he goes here, I have knight b4, which is a fork. I didn't even see that during the game. What I was really thinking about, though, was not that move. I was thinking about this now, because I'm attacking that queen. But if the queen moves away, I'm going to push my pawn with check, is protected by the bishop. Yeah, and I thought if he tried to block, that doesn't work because I take and then do this anyway. Check. And I'm threatening to promote. So I guess, what do you do here? I think it's just lost. I don't see a way to stop it. Yeah, king e2. Okay, that does stop it a little bit because it protects that. But you have to admit, black's looking pretty good here. Now I get knight b4. Yeah, that wins material. So all these ideas I had are working out. So I'm pretty happy with my play this game and my calculation, which is faster than it's ever been. I've never been able to calculate quick like this. So my training is really working, I think. Yeah, and I think this move, my opponent just forgot about my bishop, I think. Because why would you play that? That just loses. So we'll just look at my conversion now. So I made a practical decision. I mean, really, keeping the bishop's probably a good idea. Probably bishop g7 is probably the best move. No, but bishop f5 is. Bishop f6. Okay, I just took the knight. I mean, yes, it's fine. Because I'm like, hey, you know, let's trade queens. I'm up a piece. You know, that seems reasonable. My knight's coming to b4. His light square bishop does not scare me. I've got a light square bishop. I can play e6, a5, and then either castle or like king like this or something. I don't know. So I was not... Yeah, he got a little bit of counterplay, but I don't feel like it's anything serious. Yeah, h5 is fine. f3. Okay, I just went ahead and played d5. Like, I just want to open the d file for my rooks to cause more issues. Turns out, practically speaking, at least, this was a good idea because I take... By the way, the bishop's a little overworked because I thought if they take me here, I can take this now. They probably have to take my bishop because if they take here, I can win that. Seems like an okay way to go. I can always come back and just trade. I don't think that's bad either. But, okay, he took back. So I just bring my rook in. Why not? Oops. Ruin the end. Oh, and I like the end. So, check. Yeah, now I had an idea. I was like, ooh, this would be so nice. Isn't that checkmate? So all these mate and twos I'm doing are helping because I don't think I used to see stuff like this quite as fast as I did this game. Like, as soon as I put the rook there, I'm like, oh, maybe I have checkmate. Because, you know, I've been seeing this pattern a lot. So that's good, you know. But I also realized that the bishop will take. So then I got the idea to just double rooks. And I could put the rook here, which makes it look like I'm trying to win that. So I like this. So I just took here because thought it was fine. Yeah, did I have a reason? I think I didn't really want to see this, although I think it's fine if it happens. Yeah, take, bishop takes. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to take here. Oh, also, now it looks like I'm attacking that. But that's not my idea. My idea is this, and you know, I like to checkmate, so let's get a checkmate. Yeah, so he protected the pawn. This is what I was hoping, because now I can just double, and I'm threatening checkmate. Now, I only had under a minute, and my opponent had 4 minutes. He should see that I'm checkmating and defend it, you know? Yeah, like, I was wondering about this. Like, the engine gives this because it does at least save him from getting checkmated. Not a good position, though, is it? Actually, my idea was to play that earlier and win my rook that way. But this should still be winning, I think. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Oh, wow. I blundered that, I think. Did I blunder this? Or was there never time for it? Yeah, like what about here? Can they play it here? Oh, they have to wait till my rook's there. Okay, never mind. Oh, I get it. I actually can't take back. That's really interesting. Rook takes g4. What? Saving the rook? Oh, look at this. I did not see this resource. This is very tricky by the computer. Take here. It's kind of a desperado. But if they take my rook, I'm still attacking the bishop, and now I take their rook with check. And when they take back, I take, and I'm up a piece. Wow. What a cool defensive resource there. So I actually blundered this, not because I did not see the defense. Who knows if I would have found it? I don't think so. So I might make a flashcard of that. That's really cool. So after this, he's pushing, and of course this just blunders mate in 2, and I was right. It does blunder mate in 2. So I pre-moved this too. So checkmate. So I'm pretty happy with the game, and now we'll just see what the computer says. I like to look at the graph, you know, after I analyze myself a bit. Wow, yeah, this looks like a clean game. That's what it felt like. Looks like I did have one mistake. Wow, but otherwise I played really well. That's not like me, especially for a 10-minute game. So I'm quite happy with this. I didn't miss too much. Yeah, rook d4 allows this thing. But I had that miracle save with rook takes g4 exclam. So now they can't even take the rook. So probably here they have to move their rook back. But then what would I do? Can I go back? I would want to. No, I guess rook b5. I would go here, trying to checkmate. But then they take here. And the idea behind this is now this won't be checkmate because it freed up the b4 square. Also, the knight's gone. So actually, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, the checkmate isn't there anymore after the knight's gone. Okay, well, anyway, I'm pretty happy with the game. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.